Hey, everybody. Welcome. It's Beyond the Veil of Sleep, happy hours, around about 6 p.m. in the Central, um, on April 25th, 2025. Before I get into my normal housekeeping business, I really should say that means happy anniversary to my wonderful wife. Mary Wynn, 8 years ago today. It was a Tuesday night, and we had tricked several of our friends to show up at Ricochet's in Lincoln Square, and then we got married in front of the dartboard. So it's been a wonderful time, all of our time together. But really, um, it speaks to your wonderful character, Mary Wynn, that celebrating our anniversary is being done by me doing a live stream for an hour before we eat pizza at home. So what a joy! I hope that all of you can find a partnership like that if you're so inclined. Um, if you've got any kind of correspondence for us, please send an email along to veilofsleep@gmail.com. And certainly jump in the chat. The chat's where it's at. And we're gonna need suggestions for when my guests and I get to improvising a little bit later in the program. So start throwing your scene suggestions in there at any time. If you label it a suggestion, I'll scan, try and see one there, and then you don't have to wait around while I'm sort of staring at chat, waiting for the lag of the internet to catch up. It's just great for if you prime us with it. Everything here will be at best a hard PG-13 to probably a hard NC-17. So if you have kids in the room that don't want to learn anything, or that you don't want to have learned anything saucy, you should usher them out as quickly as possible. Also, we'll see if we get into it tonight, but I did figure out who the four contest winners were from the storyboard thing. That it was Louie, Nick, Meg via Mikey, and Jay. So I owe all of you drawings of stills from movies, and I will get to you on those. And if we have time, we'll take a look because the first two movies were guessed. The third one never was. It may be a result of me being a bad artist, but I think it's also pretty obscure. But once you see it, you might give me the benefit of the doubt. All right, so let's get onto it. I've got a couple of folks tonight that are great improvisers that I haven't played with that much, but I really enjoy watching play. So I feel like I feel like we well, we'll see. It feels like we should have a rapport, but I'm excited to get to play with them tonight. That were both involved with a web series that we're going to talk about a little bit, which was, sort of like my excuse for getting to have them on. And so I'm excited about that. So, hey, Jack, Charlie, why don't you jump on and we'll get chatting. Thank you so
Hello,
much for
Jordan.
being here. Great. Good. Louis and Mary Wynn are already hitting the chat. So that's excellent fire starters for that kind of stuff. Um, so what do you think? Should I go ahead and play the trailer first? Or do you want to set up context for exactly what you all did with yourselves? Maybe we should do that, and then
Yeah,
the quick setup. Then I'll play the trailer. Then we can chat about the ins and outs of it. Um, it's called
sure.
Reverie. It's a web series.
That's right.
How did you do it? What were you doing? What was the scoop?
Yes. Well, first of all, happy anniversary to you both.
Mm,
And
thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
yes,
so
and
far so good.
thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Yeah, so web series or Reverie was my capstone project at DePaul. I was studying film and TV show running specifically, so
Oh,
TV
cool.
is my thing, and I really wanted to make something in an episodic format, and I really enjoyed um, getting into that. And Charlie was ended up having a role in the series, but also was a writer along with some of my other buddies, and it was just such a fun process. We can
Yeah,
talk more about that later, but
I think not to reduce to reduce it all to the miserable capitalistic society that we live in, but I think of the episodes Charlie wrote my favorite one. So, There you go. All right. Well, yeah. Let me play the trailer here, and then we'll chat.
How's work?
Weird. Well, normal.
Ooh, apples!
No. They gave me a vision. I have to do something, even if it's just a tiny ripple.
Rent strike. Hank, we rent strike.
Our voices must be heard. Why don't we put on an exhibit? I mean, we can raise money for the community, support a local artist. I mean, we can really touch something.
Did your nipples just get hard? Daisy, your roommate's ongoing crisis is interrupting the flow of my feminine energy.
You're the scum under my boot.
Oil slick.
Are you a fucking psyop?
Suck my tit, bitch.
Join us in organizing a tenants union to demand lower rents and better conditions.
I got it, right?
I think so.
Although I didn't succeed in turning off my video when I started playing the trailer, so everybody got to enjoy watching me up in the corner and
Their live
enjoying
reaction.
the trailer. Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't realize it too until I was halfway through, and then couldn't figure out how to turn my video off. So I think the real victory is that I didn't immediately go dead-eyed and then start smiling when I realized people could see me. I was smiling the whole way. So
That's good news.
yeah, I mean I can only imagine sort of like it just seems like what a big project. Like what I mean, obviously if your passion is show running and you're trying to do TV stuff, then you sort of have some construct there, but like you still have to figure out voice and how you want it to look and feel and point of view and all that stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
it's impressive to get anything done. That's sort of been the theme of like a lot of the conversations I've had with people is sort of like that everybody sort of kind of like thinks of these things that exist as being like inevitable, like they were always going to happen and then somebody possesses them. But really it's sort of like it just takes effort to make things. And then once you make something, it seems like you have something. But like the just decision between sort of having something not exist and then exist and the difficulty of making it, I think has been a really kind of like fascinating thing as I've talked to people about stuff. So what happened?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first I want to give a shout out to Evan Montgomery, who was
Yeah.
starring, as you saw in that trailer, and also edited that trailer. He's a professional editor and quite nice. Um, but yeah, so yeah, I was taking show running classes at DePaul, and I just wanted to not let my imagination have any limits with this. I wanted to be as ambitious as possible. Let's get in the writer's room, figure out how far we can take it, and then worry about the practicality of it later. And this resulted in me constructing a 7-foot diameter paper mache crater in the ground that is featured in the show for about 15 seconds. This was not a good use of time or resources, but it was very fun. But yeah, Daryl lies in that at the end of the first episode, and as well as figuring out how to make, fake legs dangling from the ceiling and, all these. I wanted to embrace the absurdist, surreal, you know, angle we were going for and try to give it my all. So
Well, there's a pretty heavy use of animation in it too, which I think that was one of the things that I enjoyed and was most impressed by because it feels like the level of resources that have to go into something like that, especially because there's some style variance too, it feels like that was probably like constructing a giant crater every time for somebody, right?
Yeah, so all of the animation is done by me and our friend Maeve Terranova,
Yeah.
who is also super talented. And I don't know like how we decided on that. I think it's also just because like me and Maeve were animation majors at the time. Jack was doing their film stuff, so we were like, let's all collaborate and like work together on something that like we had the resources to make so huge and like so fun. Um, so I know I did the first and last episodes, and then Maeve did the second and did all of like the anime drawings that are in the trailer, which I love. And then I helped her like composite that. And it was a lot of work. I mean, animation is like back-breaking stuff. It's like a labor of love kind of thing.
Yeah, that's why
But
I get
we
other
were
people to
like,
do it for me now if I need
yeah.
it.
I also love the animation intro that I guess your nephew did. I don't know if
Yeah.
I've seen that before, but that was super adorable.
Yeah,
Kind of,
he's a pretty phenomenal artist. It's like sort of to be
mhm.
like, oh, great, awesome. Now I can
Just
just bother
saying
him.
like just having like the gumption to be like, I can animate that
Yeah.
and figuring it out. I think that's kind of what we were relying on too, is just being like, I can probably do something like that. So writing the animations and like getting to the end point was a kind of just, yeah, kind of a process built on like, we have an idea of what we want it to look like. What can we actually do with our time and talent and resources, and putting it in there to just make it like extra special for Jack,
Well,
because they like spearheaded this whole thing.
it definitely like stylistically it was just really cool. I really appreciated that kind of that element of it. And that I mean that also it's also just cool to hear like the idea of like, oh, we all have some kind of resource that we can pull together and make something together, you know. And obviously it sounds like Jack is sort of this was their project and was the leader of this thing, but it seems like it has benefited from it being kind of a steered collective, which is, you know, sort of something I absolutely believe in, where it's sort of, oh, get together a collective of people that have the capacity to do something, and then you do need somebody to sort of make executive choices at times, but that if that person isn't introducing sort of like a lot of status or hierarchy, then everybody's opportunity to like kind of feel ownership and pride in the thing is really nice. I mean, it feels. I mean, just knowing you all kind of as like as a group of sort of friends and compatriots, it doesn't
Yeah.
shock me that that's the case. But it is really cool to to sort of like witness the output of a process that you all went through. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was so lucky to have, I mean, a lot of people that helped me out with this, like my line producer, Jackie, and my director of photography, Kelsey, like I didn't know them at all before we started
Oh
this.
wow.
Like,
Oh,
and
that's
that's, I
awesome.
mean, I feel very lucky that so many people were, you know, willing to work on the project for free. I mean, it's asinine asking students to do. I mean, we were doing long days and like, you know, all this effort. And so I'm glad I felt a responsibility to complete the project, to make all of it worth something, you know, because I had this arduous post-production process
Yeah,
that, you know, but it was, yeah,
because
it
we
was great.
filmed all of that like 1 and a
Yeah,
half years
actually,
ago. I don't know.
almost 2 years ago, yes.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
The long haul.
And it was, yeah, strange feeling like putting this out and feeling like I'm a totally different person from when I wrote it and directed it, and being like, well, here we are. I've done it.
I also like still have braces while we were shooting. It was like a month before I got my braces off, and I guess stepped into adulthood in that way. So I was like, damn, I'm just a baby back then.
I'm glad we got them on film for posterity.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's great. Yeah, that's a real
huge part of
demarcation
my
point in
life.
your life. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really funny. Well,
But
that's good. You know, it seems like good leadership for me to feel like a responsibility to make it all worthwhile for folks. So That's
Well, I'll give
another thing
Charlie
that.
another special shout out because um, about 2 days before production started, my co-lead for the character of Daisy dropped out of production, just like was like, yeah, I'm not doing it, sorry.
Ha!
Um, and I was quite panicked, and Charlie stepped up, and took on the role, and I have to be forever grateful for that because it was her or no one. There was no understudy.
Oh wow.
That
Well, that
was
seems like it
so.
was always meant to be then, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it was strange because like we wrote it partially together. So writing Daisy, it was not me I had in mind. I was like, I feel like I'm kind of more of a Hank, like if anybody, but
Cool.
so having to like do like the mental gymnastics to be like, here's this character that I have an idea of, and now I actually have to become her in some capacity was fun and kind of scary, but also like I'm so glad that it worked out that way because the shoot was so fun and like getting to act like scripted acting, like those opportunities don't come up a lot randomly in that way. So it's like, yeah, I'll do it, I guess. If you want me to be Daisy, I'll be Daisy.
Yeah, that feels like probable. I mean, from me from the outside, that just feels like serendipity. Although at the time, I'm sure it was enormously stressful, and
It's
it
like, I
didn't.
gotta memorize all this.
Well, then, an additional congratulations there. That the thing I was thinking, have you? I'm I'm 30 years older than both of you virtually, but have you seen a there's a British sitcom sort of from the 80s called The Young Ones that I absolutely love, 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 love. And uh, if you're not familiar with it, probably I remember the first season they sort of hadn't had things worked out, but the second season is, I mean, it's fairly gross, fairly gnarly, but it's a 6 episode season, and it's some of the funniest television I think I've ever seen. And it has sort of a similar kind of like frayed edge of reality, even though things tend to be much grosser. It's like four 80s archetypal college students that go to scumbag college that all live in the same house, but there's lots of kind of um, like strange dips into like a pirate ship that's in a painting and then back out, and it's anything that sort of like is reminds me of that is something that I'm like, yeah, you get it. This is great. To sort of like, oh, there's continuity of a reality and then sort of like this other fantastical reality living next to it. And those two things together kind of produce this harmonious feel to a thing. And so as I was watching through everything, I was like, I I gotta I gotta recommend the young ones. I mean, although the young ones is like it's it's far grosser than what you've done. So
Sure.
yeah, yeah, you have to be pretty tolerant for lots of fake vomit and whatnot. But still a really good time. Um,
I will
One
check
thing
it
I
out.
loved about Jack's vision was like the commitment to kind of doing like a real life cartoon. I think we talked about that a
yeah.
lot in the like in the workroom, and just like the decisions of like we're wearing the same outfits every episode, and there are things that are like out of this world silly, and that I think speaks to like both Jack and like my sensibilities, and like it's
Yeah,
just super fun.
I definitely like you saying that is that it reads like what it with the UPS disguise. It's like that's extremely cartoonish, where especially the when the disguise gets removed, it's sort of like, oh, okay, yeah, I can see that entirely. It's got that cartoon physics stuff going on there. That's really, yeah, it's cool. Well, I mean,
How
I
did
guess
you
then like
guys?
good job.
How did you
Thank
pull
you.
off? I wasn't there shooting for the reveal, so I don't
It's
even know
it's
how they did that.
It's as simple as it looks. I got to give credit to those that came before me. This is a TikTok transition. We stole straight up. I mean, they were doing it, and you sort of lay the shirt over top, and it's a fine cut. But yeah, I think we thought of that on the day.
Oh, that's great. I love it. Giving credit to the TikTok transition.
Yeah.
That's great. I know that Louis is loving that out there. Um, so cool, good. Well, why don't we play a little bit, huh? Play a scene or
Sounds
two.
good.
Okay, great. Uh, just scanning the chat. Some fun stuff. All right. So we, well, I'll give you the option. Do you want to accept the suggestion from Mary Wynn or from Jay Williams? We'll use them both. So probably it really is just ordering which way you want to go.
I think it has to go to Mary Wynn in honor
She,
of the
she
occasion.
is. She is the prime lady of the day,
Absolutely.
and Jay can be the secondary lady. Okay, great. So the suggestion for our scene is solar powered. Hey, you up?
Yeah. What?
Oh, just no. I just wanted to say. I just wanted to. Looks like your house.
Yeah.
You just you're glowing out of the street. I was
Oh
cruising
yeah.
by. I was cruising. Dog needed
A pee?
a stroll. Needed a pee. Yeah, don't worry. I did it back on my lawn, but then he wanted to stretch his legs. I could see you lit up like a Christmas tree
Oh
here.
yeah. I'm just yeah, I'm doing this thing.
What?
Do I look good?
Oh, yeah, you look great. But I mean, your house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, it's about like, is it reflecting off my skin well, or is that?
Oh yeah. No, you look like you're made of porcelain. Like you're a
Oh
glowing,
wow.
a glowing porcelain figure standing in the doorway of your home. But I mean, it's what is it? 1:30 a.m. So it just
1:30.
feels
Yeah.
late. To
Right.
be. So I just thought, I wondered if there was a problem or if there was trouble or
No, no, I'm doing this thing. I'm just planning this thing.
What?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So like,
What do you? Yeah.
do you want to know? Do you want to
Yeah.
know? I
Oh
don't want to
yeah.
bother you. It seems
Yeah. No.
since
No.
I've already bothered you. I've
No,
already
no.
bothered you.
No.
No?
This was a check. It was a wellness check. I don't know. Maybe that's the wrong way. It's
Oh
just
no,
those
I'm
two words
great.
popped in next to each other. So you know.
I've got a friend coming around. I've got a friend coming
Oh.
around. He
Uh-huh.
loves
Oh.
lights. Yeah, he
Mhm.
loves lights.
Gotcha.
And
Moth to
it's
the
kind of
flame, as it were.
he is like a moth. He reminds me of a moth. I say
Oh,
that all the time.
moth-like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, moth-like
We met
frame.
on the video chat, and I'm meeting him for the first time.
Oh, wow, big. Late
Yeah.
night meet at your home.
At my
Oh,
home.
yikes.
I know it's not dangerous, so it's all real. It's
Are-
all real love. No stranger danger here. Don't worry about
Are you
that.
sure? I mean, it feels like a
I'm
lot.
pretty sure.
Hi,
Oh.
Lydia, is that you?
geez.
Hi.
Oh my God.
Hi. Hello.
Hey, hi.
Oh, hi.
I'm Walter. I'm Lydia's neighbor down the street.
This is
Oh.
Walter.
Hi there, Walter.
Yeah. And this is my dog, Tiger.
Tiger.
Oh,
Probably
wow.
be mad if I didn't introduce him too, so
Sure.
um
Wow.
yeah. Well, it seems like
God.
you've got a big night ahead of you.
Lydia, you
Well,
look fantastic.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
geez. Yeah, you do. You
I
look
did the
amazing, but-
lights. I did the lights.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not all for me, I hope.
No, I know you like
I think
like
so, yeah.
Christmas lights and
Oh.
merriment
Yeah.
and glee
Oof.
and yeah.
Wow.
You guys want to come in? You guys want to come in and chat?
Wait, me too. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want to
Wow,
get
I
in the
love
middle
you,
of your.
dude. I love your vibe. I don't know. I
Me?
think you should come in. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I would feel better if I.
Let's
Yeah, until I see, until it feels like you two have hit your,
I
hit your
mean,
stride.
wait till you see the inside. Is what I'm saying. Is I
Oh,
want to see
Oh
people
yeah,
to see the inside.
oh wow.
yeah, yeah. Me too. Shay, I can tie Tiger up to the banister here if
No, bring
that's
him in.
is
Love
okay.
Bring
Tiger.
him
Yeah,
in.
Love Tiger.
he's well behaved, and he should be, he should be on empty. So great, good,
Yeah,
thank you. Hmm.
Nice.
Tiger's always humping me. So,
Yeah,
but
I'm sorry.
it's okay.
Sorry,
I get it.
you smell just right. I think is that's his
Okay.
thing.
I'll say.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I got some.
Uh-huh.
I have some sparkling wine. It's
Oh
not
wow.
champagne. That's
It's very
kind of spent
responsible of
my
you. Yeah.
budget on the lights.
It's
So
bright. It's bright and
Wow.
it's really bright in
yeah,
here.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the wall over there?
it's
The
the
wall
wall
that you
that I
oh my
screen
God.
record from.
I love
Yes,
that wall.
yes.
Great.
I
Yeah. Great
know.
wall.
We have a lot of
Um.
memories with this wall
Mm,
and like
mm.
talking
Mm,
against the
Oh,
wall.
you too.
yeah. Yeah.
This is wow. This is the
Like,
first physical meet.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
I was
Wow.
gonna say, actually, could I touch you? Would that be all right?
Me?
Just hold. No, not you, sir.
Oh.
Maybe just
Okay.
a hug.
just a
Sure.
hug, yeah.
Okay,
Do you want
wonderful.
to watch it? Are you okay with watching us
Can
hug?
you
Is that
watch?
like, can you
Me?
watch?
Do you mind
I.
watching?
Yeah.
I
No.
just
I
like
think.
love, can
Yeah.
I say I love that someone is like bearing witness to this
Mm-hmm.
moment
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and kind
Yeah.
of like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
yeah.
Could you face Tiger away? I don't want him to watch.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, he's straining to get out of here. I think that
Mm,
he's getting a little haywired by, sort of the
that's odd.
night to day stuff. The night to
Oh,
day
Right.
sensation. I think.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Mm,
just gonna let him. I'm just gonna let him out.
right. I'm
It's
going in for the hug now. All right.
oh,
All right.
okay. And here I'm a
Ooh.
little close,
Mm,
a little pinned against the door, but good.
wow.
Oh my God, it's just like I
Great.
feel fulfilled now.
Way better than hugging my
Because
computer
we
monitor.
because we've always talked about that
Oh,
and what
Hugging.
it would be like.
well, yeah. No, that was very sweet. It was,
Thank you.
Wonderful.
it's
Thank you,
really
Walter.
it's really sweet
Oh my
stuff.
God, this guy's so funny. I love that this guy's your neighbor.
Yeah.
I
I know.
love it.
We have another set of neighbors always fighting,
Yeah,
always yelling
Oh,
really loud. You hear it, Walter?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried to, it seems like it's just a lot of a lot of animosity in there. They should do I wish they would go to counseling or something, but it's
Right.
yeah,
well, maybe they
it's
can't afford it. Did you ever think about that?
That's true. They could
You
maybe
should think
not
about
afford
that.
it.
no, I'm sorry. I wish they had the means. I wish they had the
Yeah.
means and then took
Right.
advantage. I guess I took a step
Yeah.
too
I mean,
Just check your privilege.
a step too
Walter
fast.
shops
Yeah.
at Whole Foods. I see Walter coming home with his Whole Foods
Well,
bags, and I'm like, Walter, you are bringing in a dough that I don't even know about.
no, I know. It's a little indulgence for me, and it's the only place the tiger will eat food from. So I gotta do,
Oh,
I gotta go get the Whole Foods, the Whole Foods special diet stuff for his
Yeah,
joints. He's getting
right.
a little older, and
that's
it's
Oh,
sweet.
Tiger.
yeah, he's a sweet guy. But yeah, it's Lola and Seth Cransby, on the other side of Lydia from me. They're it's I mean, this is a nice change of pace, a fully
Well,
lit house instead of walking by at 1:30 in the morning and hearing sort of half
yeah,
half asleep accusations being
right.
hurled at each
Sometimes
other.
I'm like, should I call someone? But
I don't know. I don't
I
think
don't know.
so.
I don't know
I
what
mean, I
you
don't
do in
think
that
so.
situation.
They just seem very unhappy, and not
Right.
really willing to do anything about it. So it's the
Well, I
recriminations.
will say we've never fought. Me and George, we've never fought.
No,
We've
Well, I
never
no.
mean,
fought.
yeah, you haven't had I mean, you haven't really had the opportunity
Well, there are
to
things that we could have fought about,
Yeah, yeah.
online.
She
but
always
we
hangs up. She always hangs up before it escalates.
That's
which I
Right.
appreciate about
yeah,
her.
that's probably it's a good boundaries.
I think it's like about
Translate
knowing
that to
like
the
when
physical
to
world, I guess.
remove yourself from a situation.
Ah, I get it.
You know?
Yep. Yeah.
Do you know about that?
Yeah, I feel like
Oh my
I mean,
God.
No.
come to
Can we
mention it.
can
I
we
think maybe I should.
No,
It seems like
Walter.
Walter wants a Sprite, I think,
Oh no,
honey.
no! I think I should get on out of here. I think this is one of those times when I should just turn it off.
Uh,
You
No,
seems
but
like
we're so
everything's
happy
going
to
great.
have
he's
you.
so
We're so
funny. It's
happy
just
to
like
have
a
you.
funny
So
type of
funny.
guy.
Yeah, I know.
don't
Right?
Well, I didn't expect to run into anybody, so that's you don't dress to encounter people when you're walking your dog late at night. So
No, you
that's
look
probably
great. You look great.
well, I
Walter,
feel
he
like
kind
it's a
of
little
reminds me
clownish.
of, we don't know his name, but there's this guy called like Ghost Feet. And
Ghost
sometimes we
feet.
chat with him too.
Yeah.
And
Oh
he's
my God.
always, doesn't he remind you of Ghost
Yeah,
Feet?
yeah, it's
Go-
the
Ghost feet.
yeah.
Wow.
He's always
Yeah.
saying crazy stuff though. You wouldn't say the stuff that
Ghost
he
Feet is a
says.
legend though, so don't even feel
No,
any type
I'm
of
not.
way.
No,
I'm
yeah.
gonna take it as much of a compliment as I can possibly take it as. But I mean, I do feel a little uncomfortable. I mean, Ghost feet. So if only his feet, and what is that? Does it? I
Oh,
don't know. It's too much
that's
in my
just his
head.
name. That's just his like username. Like it's not like he actually has ghost feet.
Right, but it had to come from somewhere, right? And then the mind starts to
Oh.
play, and it's
That's true.
why Ghost
He
feet?
is into weird
Sneaky?
stuff. He's
He's
into some
it's
weird
because
stuff.
he's into weird stuff. Ghost
Well,
But
feet.
let's not
that's
make a
not
judgment
that's not
call. Let's not
okay.
pass judgment.
Sorry. Oh,
No,
sorry.
no,
Just
I
like
induced
like
that. That's my fault. I
unorthodox
should get out of here because
stuff.
that's my bad.
No, don't.
It's
No,
I'm
Walter.
the one creating the friction, I think probably. And I don't want to let Tiger run around too much outside. He's a good dog. He'll be fine. He'll probably just go home, but
You think
there's no
so?
telling. Yeah, if he wanders over to
Wow.
the Cransbys and then they walk out and then they're like, this damn dog, and then it could be the breaking point,
Maybe they should get a dog. Maybe they need a mitigating presence. That would be that could help.
Jeez,
Or
I
maybe they'll
would,
just yell at the dog.
yeah, I
Bring
would
it
feel
back.
so bad for that dog. They would make a problem dog. These people would make a problem dog. The people are unwilling to act, but what they put on the dog, the dog's not going to have the same issues, sort of like acting, right? And then next thing you know,
Right.
it's like one of our nieces or nephews visits, and then they're being dragged down the street by the arm by the Cransby's dog because it could finally like freak out and assert control over. I
Yeah.
just,
I got
yeah.
bit by a dog once in my face.
Oh, wow.
God, I remember that.
Jeez. I'm so sorry that I've been so cavalier with Tiger around you.
No, it was my fault. It was my fault.
Well,
Yeah.
it's big
Totally
of you
my
to take that responsibility on yourself. And
No, it's like
me.
sometimes like this dog had no, well, I love Tiger because I look him in the eye.
Mhm.
I get down on the level with him and I look him in the eye, when I see you on the street.
Yeah.
And I know that this is a dog that has not one drop of malice in
No, it's true.
his body.
Yeah, no,
And
he's
it
a
was the
lovely
same with
dog.
this dog. It was the same with this
Oh,
dog.
it's the same. Oh.
I had just eaten peanut butter and this dog had a thing about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I was on his level and I was in his world. Cause and that was, that's when you learn the lesson. Like, when do I remove myself from a situation?
Right. Yeah.
Dog is wanting to eat my mouth.
Mhm.
Back off. But
Yeah.
I stayed in his territory.
Yeah.
It just got your bit. I mean,
I got
well,
bit.
I think that's something that we could apply to the Tiger situation. When he starts humping, you got to get
Right.
up and be like, I'm two leg. You're four. No, thank
Right.
you.
But
The neighborhood
by the way,
doesn't need
baby,
it.
I just want to say like the lip reconstruction looks great. Like you look
Thank
good.
you. Thank you.
I didn't even notice that you had
I actually had them go.
you-
They went a little bigger, so it's kind of I'm,
Yeah.
it's kind of like the Kylie Jenner effect of it
Uh-huh.
all to me.
All right. Well, I think that's my cue. I think I'm gonna.
Oh, Walter.
Yep. Just hey, text me.
All right.
Oh my god, isn't he
Wow.
so funny?
I just can't get over it.
All right. Great. Good stuff. That was a lot of fun. All right, I think we have time for another one. You all good for getting one more in? Great.
Yes.
Thank you. All right, so this is the Jay Williams special, second lady of the evening. And Jay Williams' his suggestion is sinkhole.
Hey, you got a winch? Hey, buddy,
Huh?
you got a
Yeah.
winch? Can you help me winch
Uh,
this thing out of here?
yeah, obviously. I gotta
All right.
yeah. I'm a
Is
tow
that a
truck. Of
winch?
course I got a winch. Yeah. Yeah,
All
it's a
right.
winch.
Honestly, never seen one. That's great.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. No, this is what it looks like. Pretty cool, huh? It's like I'm
Wow.
carrying around some, like what is it, like construction equipment on the back of a truck. I'm a
Yeah. Yeah.
mobile job site. So yeah, what do? You drive your little car in there and it's gets
Yeah.
sucked in?
Yeah.
Uh,
My VW Beetle. Hot
oh,
pink.
great
So
car.
it's just right over
It's a
there.
custom color for sure though. So
Thank you.
yeah.
I'll take that on. Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. Okay, great. Yeah, no, I'll winch it up and drag it out. I'm gonna have to. The thing is, I'm supposed to be cruising this block for illegal parkers, so I am gonna have
Oh,
to. I'm gonna have to winch your car out and drive it to the impound lot,
yeah.
and then you'll be able to. You'll have to pay a nominal fee, and then be able to
Oh.
get it
Oh, come
unimpounded.
on. What are you doing to me,
Sorry, they got.
Randy? No.
Yeah, no.
What are you playing about that for?
No, I'm not playing. I'm just saying they got there's we live in a digital age, and they can tell back in the office when
Uh,
I hook up something that is the weight of a car to the winch, and then it's
uh,
ping, and it's a way to enforce not letting people off the hook, which I
oh,
was very bad before they installed the claw system, which is what it's called. It's an acronym.
okay. So some
So
kind of like winch surveillance
Randy!
state. Oh my
yeah,
Randy!
hey,
Hey!
ah,
You
hey.
gotta, you gotta, you gotta winch someone?
Yeah. This
That'd be me. That'd be me.
looks
How's it
like
going?
yeah, looks like we got a
Mind if
victim
I,
of a sinkhole. So I'm gonna
mind
winch
if
him
I
and take him to the
pull
impound
in?
block.
Mind if I pull in my car here? Check it out with you?
You're gonna pull, yeah. Go ahead, but hey, make sure to make
Pay
because he'll
the
What's
be
that?
meter?
yeah, pay the
The
meter because
meter.
it's gonna be way easier for me to tow your car away than tow this thing out of the sinkhole, get it to the impound lot, and I got to make my quota. So make sure to do the meter, or I'll be on you like a hawk. Okay?
Randy, you would not tow me, Randy. Okay, I'm
I
pulling
would.
it.
Yeah.
I'm pulling it. I'm gonna get out of my car though. Good. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Great.
Okay. No
No,
exceptions.
you got to do that.
Even for a close friend like that, clearly
Yeah.
was.
No.
Wow.
Oh hell. No. Yeah, you're right.
Because I got a $50 bill on me for once today. I'm just saying, I don't
Ooh.
know. I could drop that anywhere around here and no, and then we just walk away.
Geez, 50 cash just for me.
All right,
Oh
I put in
boy.
a quarter, so I should be good to
Oh yeah,
chat
you're
for a
good
few
for
minutes,
for
boys.
15. Yeah. Yeah, at least.
What's going on in here? You got your car in a
Hi
hole.
there, I'm Timothy. How are you?
Timothy. Hi. Good.
Kim, you know me. I'm Randy.
Yeah, right. My dad's name is Timothy, but I'm TJ.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Timothy
kind of a
Jr., would that
kindred.
be?
Yes.
Wow, couple Timothys.
Wonderful.
Wow.
Wonderful.
How about
Rare
that?
in this day and age. I feel like
Yeah.
the Timothy breed is kind of dying. I almost
Mhm.
think no more
Well, are you
TJ. Maybe I
are you
should.
gonna
I know.
make it a third? Are you gonna go for round 3 of the Timothys, the next generation?
I don't know. That's a real. I
T3.
mean, my girlfriend says
T3.
I would be more respectable,
If you had a
and
baby
maybe
together?
no. Oh, a baby. Oh, I
Yeah.
thought just
Yeah.
me becoming. No, she's always on my ass because I go by
Uh-huh.
TJ, and she thinks that's infantile.
Ah. Mm-hmm. Because there's junior always baked into the name. I see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. No, I think what Tim was saying was have a baby,
Oh,
and
my
then
offspring.
if your
Yeah.
offspring's Timothy, then it's Timothy the
An
third,
additional
I
Tim.
get
additional Tim.
right.
Yeah,
Wow, I actually I hadn't thought of that. Wow, that's a
you
big push.
gotta, you gotta,
Wow.
you gotta,
Wow.
because it is. I just said it out loud. It's T3. You get if you have a
T3.
T3, you
And
know.
That's
that's a
the
cool
name of the
name.
future. That's the name of the future.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I've been thinking
exactly,
that,
right?
yeah.
You have a
Names are
Timothy
going
the
to start
third,
having
call him
numbers in them a
T3.
lot more,
Hmm.
I think.
Yeah.
How's your lady, Randy? What's she?
Ooh, ooh.
Oh,
Yeah. No, she's just mad at me all the time. You know, because
oh,
I'm just now that I'm on this claw system, I'm just racking up infractions nonstop, and they're garnishing my wages. And so I'm
oh
coming home and I
no.
make big promises. Yeah, yeah, we can have steak this weekend, and then I get garnished, and I'm like, well, I'm so whatever our big date night is going to be, you're going to have to be footing the bill, you know. And then
Right.
she's like, well,
Wrong kind of garnishing.
yeah,
That makes sense. That makes sense.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
No,
listen,
yeah,
I mean,
garnish, yeah.
I
Garnish.
just think you could buy probably 10 or 15 steaks with a $50 bill. I don't know. I'm just
I don't know
thinking like,
what kind of steak are you buying? What kind of steak are you
I
buying?
just think you should think about that. Run the math. Just run the math.
15
Do your own
steaks for
research.
$50? I mean, I would snap that up in a second, but that's like
I'm
barely
saying.
it's a little over a dollar a steak. It
Listen to
feels
me here.
like,
Listen to me. I know a guy at O'Doul's downtown. Beautiful steakhouse. All right. He'll give you
oh,
he'll give you steaks for nickels on the dollar. All right. If you tell him my name, tell him I sent you. Timothy
Timothy sent me.
O'Brien. That's
Timothy
right.
O'Brien sent me to O'Doul's, and
That's right.
you'll get
I
me.
know a place where you can get a gun for $50, and then all you need is a cow.
Well, I don't have a cow. You know,
Cows are
There's
free, man.
cows.
I'm not gonna go
There's
murder
cows.
someone else's cow. It feels like I could go down to O'Doul's, and I mean 15 steaks would I'm not gonna plow through a steak a day, so that's gonna be
Yeah.
more than even although I guess could
It's not
could
about that,
we
man. Listen, you're thinking about it all
eat
wrong
seven
here.
and a half steaks each in a month? Maybe
Listen.
still it's a month of steaks,
Just picture
at least.
picture your girlfriend's face when you sit down at a nice
Right.
restaurant. You say, "I want
Mm.
15 porterhouse, medium rare." All right, she's gonna light
Oh,
up.
or you mean if I say, okay,
Yeah,
I know a place, let's go to O'Doul's, and I order 15
Right.
15
date
steaks in
night
one
she'll never
sitting.
forget.
You want a steak? I'll show you some steak.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
No, I
Yes.
guess that's I mean, it seems like that might be a little bit like I was trying
She would
to.
love that.
You think
She's a big, beautiful woman. I'm
Tammy
sure
is so big and beautiful, but
she'd put in some work on that
yeah,
steak.
yeah, if we could split it. I'm just I'm just thinking it might come off a little petty. If I'm like, oh, I know a guy at O'Doul's. Oh, you want
No.
steak? You want steak? How about 15 steaks? Now, we're not leaving.
Women like that.
till we
Women like
eat
that.
15 steaks. Are you sure? I mean, Tammy is a robust lady,
Well, I guess
but
I should have asked. I guess I should have asked her, are you like an alpha or are you more of a beta?
I'm fully a gamma. I
Yeah, that
swap
I don't know what to
according.
make of that.
I
I
swap
haven't read
according to
about
what
that.
the. You swap. You swap according to
Oh.
what the need is.
Oh,
So you can alpha, but you don't have to alpha.
oh, but your
So
girl's an alpha, right? So that's
Tammy is absolutely an alpha. So in a situation where where we're out to dinner, I'm thoroughly always beta because she is always an alpha. She doesn't give me any
right.
chance to have the role swap happen. And I don't know. I mean, it seems like I would be trying to seize alpha if I said 15 steaks. We're
Yeah,
not
that might not
getting
be
up
the
till
right
we
move.
finish.
I
Finish
feel like
them.
sometimes a bid for power is just what a relationship needs to spice it up.
You think so, TJ? Yeah,
I think
should
so.
bid- I should put it.
You should bid for power.
I should make a bid for power. See how that. I'd love to have a kid with Tammy, ASAP.
Oh.
That
You
would
know?
be a beautiful child.
It would be great. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, you could
it would
name
be
that
great.
one Tim too. There's no rule against it.
Do you think I could? I mean,
I
my
think
name's
so.
Randy. You know.
Timothy, sort of.
What if we had?
Yeah.
What if we
Uh,
got our wives pregnant around the same time, and then
Oh.
both had Timothy's, and then they could
I
kind
love
of
it.
be this like duo.
Yeah. The T32.
The T3 too.
T32 with a dash. And I love
That's
it.
confusing.
So, what, you think that's no, I think that's great. T32.
Sure.
T3-2. T32.
Sure. I need something from you, so I'm not gonna say
Hey.
otherwise.
Yeah, I think that's well, I mean, I'm up for it, TJ. Let's get double married. We'll have a double wedding to our girlfriends. We'll have babies at the same time. You you'll call your baby Timothy, and then
Mhm.
he will be T3, and I will also call my baby Timothy, but I'll bake it
Timothy.
in. I'll go TIMOTH 33. Can you do that? Are you allowed to do that? Are
I
you
think
allowed to
now
put
you can do
numbers in
that.
a name?
I
That would
think
be
now you can
legal?
do that.
I
That's a
love
new
that.
thing.
I love that.
I work
I
at the
gotta put another
courthouse.
quarter in the. I gotta put another quarter in the meter. I'm enjoying this conversation far
Oh,
too
yeah.
much not to.
Yeah,
So
no,
I'm gonna
no,
put
no.
another
Yeah,
quarter.
no, that's no, no,
You
no, no. We
should.
got to get out of here.
You should.
We got to get
Hey,
out of here.
Save
So,
my beetle.
I'm putting it in. I'm putting it in. I got a quarter.
No,
I got a
I'm
bunch
gonna
of
get in
quarters
here.
the
I'm
other
gonna
day.
drag Tim out of the. I'm gonna drag Tim out of the sinkhole.
You won't.
Don't-
You won't. You're
don't-
too
don't-
soft, Randy. You're too
No,
soft
but
to
my
drag
truck's
that whole
hard.
thing.
I'm getting in.
All
Getting in.
right.
Look at this.
You gonna
Liz.
take
I'm
that?
winched
You gonna
up.
take that?
I'm dragging up. Yeah, this is a situation where I got to stand on my own 2 feet here, and here we go. Look. Ah, there we
All right.
go. Back on the street.
Oh
Back on.
my God. Well,
All
thank
right.
you.
Yeah.
I
Well,
did put that quarter in, so I guess I'll
You're
just
gonna
chill
hang
here
out?
for a few minutes. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
the
hang
claw
out.
system just pinged off, so it knows that it
Oh,
knows that I
Yeah.
drug a car.
God, that is evil.
Yeah,
Stuff.
no, it's bad. It's bad. But I'll tell you what, you know what? I've got the money to do this O'Doul's Power Play. I never went there because I thought it was just non-alcoholic beer place, and I'm like, it's the weekend. I got to have something.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
but I'll take that 50, and I will have my wages garnished.
Sure.
I mean, it's substantially more than $50, but cash in hand, right? Yep. Here you go.
Yeah, cash
Go
is
buy
king.
some steaks for your lady. Go buy
Yeah,
some
I
steaks
will.
for that big beautiful lady.
I will, Tammy. I am gonna challenge Tammy with
And
some
let her
steaks.
know I'm thinking June 6th
June?
for the
Okay.
wedding.
It actually
June
will be a
wedding.
lot easier for me if I can propose by way of saying like, "Hey, TJ's doing it." So like,
Big idea.
yeah,
Big idea.
yeah, big idea. I think, and
You
then
could
that
hide
way
her-
too, I can take some lack of. I can step back from responsibility if I need to. If she's seems to sour on the thing, I can use it as leverage.
You could just a pitch. You could hide a ring under the steak to propose. I don't know, just hide it under
Under
there.
the
maybe.
15th steak. So
Under
you
the
really
15th.
gotta
What
really
a
eat
victory!
those.
Here's the
Commitment.
thing: there's no way I can afford a ring, not on my thoroughly
Sure.
garnished wages. So, I think that I'm gonna try and slip by
Yeah.
with a no ring situation, and we'll see how that goes. Probably not great, but we'll see. I think the whole, yeah, we'll see. Geez, I think I may have dinged up your axle a little bit.
Oh,
Sorry.
come on, Randy, what are you doing to me?
Sorry, I may
I
ride
mean, this is
weird.
gonna cost me way more than $50 to fix.
Oops.
What a
All right,
It's
all
a
right,
big
all right. Oh man, that was really fun. Thank you both for being here. We're about to hit 7, so I want to send people out to their evenings. I hope you both have something enjoyable to do. I smell the homemade pizza starting in the other room. If you're out hanging around, go check out Holy Goat. They're great at 8 tonight. But try and buy tickets before you get there because they're probably always sold out. And particular way that you would like for people to see the for people to see the series. I put some links in the credits, but if there's a better way, you let me know.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. The channel is Breftworks, and you can find it there. Search it. Yeah.
Great. Well, thank you both so much. As in terms of this show, this was like the last planned scheduled thing that I have, but we're gonna keep going because people seem to enjoy it. So great. We'll have more people on and do more things. We'll see if there's an exciting shakeup. probably not by next week because I just don't have my shit together. So other than that, have a great night, everybody, and thanks again.
Thank you.
Thank you.